So, you decide to leave your self-built property and you head over to Sotheby's gallery to, wander around and look at some top-notch art displays for a while. But you're feeling a little adventurous too, so you decide to follow up your leisurely afternoon activity with a visit to the casino to try your hand at winning some money. And finally, if you get lucky, you'll log out. Well, here at Atomic Wallet, we've built a decentralized wallet where you can store and exchange more than 300 coins, including Decentraland's MANA token, so it's fair to say we know a thing or two about the crypto space. And if you're like us and you can't get enough of everything blockchain, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more insider knowledge about the movers and shakers of the crypto world. Now, everything that we just mentioned can take place in Decentraland, where plots of land are NFTs, buildings are virtual, and you can gamble with a cryptocurrency called MANA. Now, depending on what kind of person you are, you might be thinking this virtual world sounds a lot like The Sims or the real world with some blockchain technology sprinkled on it. But don't rush to conclusions just yet. Even if you're skeptical about whether Decentraland offers anything truly new, you might change your mind when you hear how much other investors have pushed its native token upward recently. So let's take a look at the price history of MANA. The native token of this mysterious virtual world is called MANA, and it was launched back in 2017 at a price of $0.025 US. After a slow and uneventful start, which was perhaps due to people doubting why you would need a virtual blockchain version of the current world, the tide began to turn in 2021. The coin enjoyed a huge spike towards the end of the year, climbing to an all-time high of $5.48 by November 2021. That's an increase of 21,820% since its launch. And it's no coincidence, or should we say coincidence, that this massive spike coincided with Facebook changing its name to Meta in a nod to the Metaverse, which is something that Decentraland has always been associated with. Decentraland also benefited from a general boost of the crypto market in 2021 and also the buzz around NFTs that year, which are a crucial part of how Decentraland functions and also the value that it offers. But to understand how and why NFTs come into any of this, we need to return to the scenario that we started to outline earlier. What is Decentraland? Well, let's return to the intriguing world of Decentraland. We mentioned that property ownership is a key part of the puzzle, and we weren't kidding. The entire Decentraland universe is divided into parcels of land that are all available for sale, making it the first virtual world to be owned entirely by its users. And because it's a decentralized blockchain project, they're not just sold. Each parcel of land is represented by an NFT that can be traded and owned, which are known as land tokens. Now, this takes Decentraland way beyond what a game like Sims has been able to achieve. There's a real virtual property market that is enforced by smart contracts. Could this open the doors to an entire digital economy? But building a house on your own parcel of land and chilling out there isn't the only thing that you can do on Decentraland. There's a whole world on there. Now, we weren't just giving a random example when we said that Decentraland has a Sotheby's. The world's biggest auctioneer really did decide to build a virtual gallery on the platform, and you can find it yourself on the so-called Voltaire Art District. Perhaps this shouldn't come as a huge surprise though, considering that this is the same Sotheby's that has made a real stir in the art world by selling tons of NFTs actually in the real world. Gamers can head inside the gallery to browse all sorts of digital art collections, and maybe even discuss with their fellow gamers their meaning. Now, as for gambling, the Domino Casino was built in Decentraland in 2017, and it has since become a popular place to play games. In fact, many players prefer it to real-world gambling due to the low fees involved. So stock up on MANA and head over. Now, if betting and art aren't really your thing, well then fear not. There are all kinds of different activities you can take part in, including live music events like the Metaverse Festival. But how is any of this really possible? Most of the mechanisms behind Decentraland are surprisingly simple. MANA is of course the main in-game currency, and it's used for everything from buying items in the Decentraland marketplace to voting. Oh, and things like purchasing your event tickets and going gambling. Obviously you can do these things. Now, players can create avatars and edit land using the Builder app, and you don't need coding or technical knowledge to do so, making Decentraland pretty accessible to even the average Joe. Now, the whole world is built on Ethereum, which allows Decentraland to run the smart contracts needed to create the NFTs that represent land, which in turn track the ownership of each land parcel. Now, given that the virtual world first began in 2017, the team didn't exactly have much choice when it came to the blockchain protocol that they'd used to run the smart contracts. So Ethereum was the obvious choice, despite concerns about scalability and costs. Since then, more and more options have become available, and Decentraland has benefited from integrating with Polygon, a leading scaling solution that makes it possible for people to use their MANA without gas fees. Moreover, Decentraland made a recent update called Archipelago to keep everything running smoothly. Once upon a time, only 100 users could fit into a single server, so gamers would wander around Decentraland streets alone, looking for any one of the other 99 people that could be in the entire world. Fortunately, Archipelago split the world into multiple areas rather than multiple servers, ensuring a greater concentration of people in any given space. And if you're worried this means that users are restricted to staying in a specific area, don't be. As soon as you move around, you'll seamlessly switch servers. And after all, if you're going to be all alone either way, you may as well just stay in your bedroom. But let's take a look at the future of Decentraland. Now, Decentraland was given a big boost in 2021, but it's not without its critics. Some people are still questioning why anyone would want to go to art galleries and festivals in the metaverse when they simply could do it in the real world. But they've probably been saying the same thing about using Facebook for the last 5 years. Even among metaverse enthusiasts, Decentraland has plenty of competition, such as blockchain gaming giant Sandbox and others like Axie Infinity. But you'd be foolish to dismiss it. In addition to a fully formed digital world, Decentraland is planning to release a scour of updates, including integration with 4 more blockchains for further scalability, and a gaming mall to expand its gambling offering. And who knows, maybe a few years down the line, the people who don't want to spend their Friday nights at the virtual casino, well, they'll be the weird ones. But what do you think the future holds? And is it for better or is it for worse? Let us know in the comments, and also don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed this video. Oh, and there's plenty more where this came from. We're committed to giving you the lowdown on all of the hottest blockchain projects and other must-know information. So subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get a new update every time that we release a video.